Hello everyone and welcome to a very special Berlin dacaryTV vlog. Car and we're heading to Gatwick Airport because today is the day that we fly to Berlin, because tomorrow night we're going to see the Blue Man Group at the Blue Man Theatre, which is very exciting. And we're now about to go through a tunnel. Not that you can see that, but well, perhaps you can now. There you go. Oh, it's gone dark. So yes, we're on our way. Have a spot of lunch before we fly. Not going to get the food on board though, because A, it's EasyJet, so it's budget, and you have to pay for snacks and things. And B, there are some nice restaurants at Gatwick, so you know, we'll find somewhere to eat. So see you in a bit. Well, here we are in South Terminal. We've gone past security, so our flight leaves in about 40 minutes if it's on time, and around 1 hour and 55 minutes later, delays notwithstanding, we will arrive at Berlin-Schönefeld and make our way to the hotel. So, all rather exciting. Just had a nice toasted sandwich. That was the dinner. So, you know, it doesn't sound like much, but we'll probably get something when we get there anyway. So anyway, see you anon. So here we are aboard EasyJet, just taken off from Gatwick, and in about 1.5 hours or thereabouts we'll be landing at Schönefeld. Mel and I are just playing a movie game on the right with the airplane mode enabled, I should say. Well, here we are. We have arrived on a somewhat slightly chilly night in Berlin, and we're on our way to find the hotel now. It's not very far, it's just around the corner. So catch up with you in a minute. Got to cross the road now. Yes. So we are now in our hotel room, and I have to say it's really nice. There are lots of little nice touches in here. Now we've got the usual coffee machine and a selection of coffees. It's that this type that you put cartridges in of sorts, and then sort of press a button and magic happens. But as well as that, we've got a little selection not just of minibar drinks, but also Haribo. Yeah, and there's Pringles. And there is some Studentenfutter, which is basically a selection of dried nuts and raisins. And on top of that, we get welcomed by a nice message, and it's all terribly posh, but good. Schönen guten Morgen aus Berlin. Good morning, welcome to Berlin. We have had breakfast here at the Steigenberger Hotel. Absolutely delicious and very reasonably priced, I have to say. And today we are going to see the Blue Man Group later on, 9 o'clock tonight, but we're going to make the most of the day. And I'm leading everyone on a magical mystery tour of the German capital, so to speak. We're going to start by going, I think, to the remaining section of the Berlin Wall, of which there really isn't a lot left, as you can imagine. Way back in 1989, when the city was reunified, well, began to be reunified. It took a bit longer than the night But I remember that night. I remember it being reported on the news, and it was a big event back then. Anywho, modern Berlin still has one section left of the wall, and it's now known as the East Side Gallery. And it's been literally covered with graffiti, and it's really interesting. Well, you'll see it. I promise we'll film it. But that's where we're off to. So we're off to find the nearest U-Bahnhof. So, bis später. Yes, we'll try. Oh yeah, that's right. So, the furthest away, so it's fine, going there.
Übergang von Metro. Hauptstadt rechts.
I was just about to say, why aren't you fit?
I make good footage. How much memory is the Earth got in there?
It's difficult.
Strong enough.
The other thing is that the degree is super advanced. So I have to see how much you used. Because I don't think there was if you use all your memory, then you know that getting small photos.
Übergang zu U1. Bitte beachten Sie beim Aussteigen die Lücke zwischen Zug und Bahnsteigkante. Mind the gap between platform and train.
Not bad.
It's for tourists.
I just want to check if we were going to get next bit right. We were just ready for it to say, okay, yeah, we need to go back.
Übergang vom Metro. Hauptstadt rechts.
This behind me is basically all that's left of the Berlin Wall, which, as you may know, was torn down in pretty much one night, at least politically speaking, in 1989. But what's happened to it now is it's been turned into the East Side Gallery, and the whole stretch of some 300 metres of it, it's pretty much all that's left. It is now covered in artwork. Some of it's about freedom, some of it's about peace, and some of it's just there for the sake of being art. But it is quite literally a piece of history, although you could argue a fairly conflicted one, because basically it's a bit of a shameful thing that it was ever built in the first place. So kind of an odd tourist attraction, but it kind of seems appropriate that some of it is left behind as a sort of reminder of the past. And it's not just the importance of peace and unity for the German people that this monument represents. There are photographs here of walls that still exist. For example, one behind me of the wall that exists in Israel that separates the Palestinian people from the state of Israel. So there's a lot of really powerful political messages in this one strip of concrete. And as thin as frail as it seems now, I think you have to sort of realise really that this all happened. I mean, we know the wall's gone, Berlin has changed, it's now this massive modern city buzzing with energy, but there are still places in the world where there are walls like this still in existence. They might not be physical, like this one. Maybe they're still, you know, in the minds or in the politics of governments, but this is kind of a reminder of what should never happen. And that's why, another reason why keeping just a little bit of it, I think, is quite important. Okay, so we've come now to the middle of Berlin, the area called Mitte. We're about to go for a walk through the Tiergarten, which is very nice. But first of all, behind me, as you can see, is the Brandenburg Gate, Brandenburger Tor. And this here is the Pariser Platz. And the street behind me, I just turn around for you, going all the way down to Alexanderplatz, and the television tower in the background, Fernsehturm, is Unter den Linden. All very famous Berlin landmarks and streets, and it's a lovely day, I have to say. Everything's looking splendid, just splendid in the sunshine. So, just behind the Brandenburg Gate is, of course, where the bus disappears, the Reichstag, otherwise known as the German Parliament building. So this is a fairly significant bit of Berlin, really. And it's been massively developed, a lot, you know, and made nice and so on. But there it is, the centre of power for Germany, right there in that building. Behind me is the Soviet Memorial, which is here for the 2,000-odd Soviet soldiers that fought in the Battle of Berlin, and between 1941 and 1945 were involved in the fight to stop Hitler's forces, basically. And it was obviously a lot of damage done to the city of Berlin, but this is here, and it stands as a very, I would say, quite sombre, sort of, but at the same time important memorial to the people that kind of gave their lives to defend what is now one of the most modern cities in Europe. We've seen the Blue Man Group now for the fourth time, except this time half in German, half in English. And they made interesting play on that fact by deliberately mixing the two languages up in ways that were quite subtle but very clever once you realise what they were actually doing, and even if you didn't. And so now we're having pudding at Caffè Gelato in Potsdamer Platz Arkaden, which is a brand new shopping centre. It's been built since I was last here, 10 years ago. It's a long time. A lot has changed here. Well, here we go.
Nächster Halt, Berlin-Karlshorst. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung rechts. Umsteigemöglichkeit zur S-Bahn.
Well, that's all we've got time for today, I'm afraid, but we will see you again very soon, and namely in a week. So whatever you do for the next 7 days, take care of yourselves, won't you? We'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.